I heard Peyton Manning say halftime adjustments were a lie. Okay, I've heard AJ and you say something similar. So whenever players like Ben say, like, we took a lot of pride in the fact that we made great halftime adjustments, is that just second half calling plays that are good as opposed to calling the same shitty plays from the first half on both sides of the ball? Is that what they're saying?
I can't speak for them, but I think also the big part of play calling is too is the execution. And I think,
Coach.
I always felt that a quick good call is better than a late perfect call, and because give it to the player. Like my goal as a play caller was to get it to the quarterback as fast as he can. No different if we're talking about the defense. I mean, AJ called the defenses for us in Green Bay. I mean, he's a much better communicator if he has it quickly, because every play call in today's NFL, and it's been like this for decades, there are potential adjustments in pretty much every situation. So, I just think when you talk about the communication network, it's not just halftime. It goes on throughout the whole game. So, because you want to be clear, concise, and get it to the players so that they, because they got to communicate. The higher the communication, the higher the confidence is, and the higher the execution level will go up.
Yeah, and like the Patriots, as an example, they are terrible in the first quarter of games. If you go back and look at a lot of the games they've won, they're down either after the first 10 minutes or first quarter.
Slow starter.
Yeah, always. And then their defense after the first quarter, the numbers are insane. So that's why the adjustment thing feels real, but maybe not just halftime.
Now, on that note, you talk about quick, good play call instead of being late. And AJ had the green dot. AJ.
What?
I heard Chase Daniels.
Oh yeah.
I heard Chase Daniels do a play call in his helmet. What it would be like. I obviously never got to experience that. That would have been so cool to be able to have that happen before going out on the field and then trying to do something very, very difficult. But now that I know that you've been this guy, and we know you're super chatty and stuff like that. So can you just walk us? Can you walk us through? Because there's no other mics anywhere. Can you walk us through what a huddle would be? I'm a huddle with you here. I want to feel like I'm in the huddle.
I think
I'm a part of the Green Bay.
A little different. First off, it's not going to be nearly the conversation, the communication that Chase had.
Okay.
It would be very, very simple. It'd say, tight roll me too, Buster. Tight roll me too, Buster.
Okay, any situations I should be thinking about, leader?
No, that's the problem. That's the thing. When it's going in your ear, you got to say it as the coach is telling me. So I'm speaking, but I can't hear myself as I'm yelling it to the rest of the whole defense and repeating it over and over. I've seen guys freak out like that, and all of a sudden they get the speaker and it starts coming in, and they just freak out and panic and can't tell you the call. I've seen that happen.
All right, can you give me one more?
No, never call a timeout. Do you have your ears in? Never call a timeout. If you're on defense, you call your favorite blitz or your favorite defense, buddy, and you tell them, sorry, pal, it didn't come through my speaker.
I couldn't hear a word you were saying. I need you to be louder.
Raucous environment.
Jeez, we're just at Lambeau, bro.
Yeah.
Fourth down. Coach, did you hear that bullshit? We couldn't hear a word you were saying.
Defensive coach, can you imagine as an offensive coach, if a defensive player called a timeout because he couldn't get the defensive call in, I would assume you'd be a little bit upset at me if I would have done that. I'd just give us a call, right? I can give the defense a call.
Absolutely. No, you always have to have a go-to call. So
I was D-tackle there too. I was turning around listening to you. Imagine D-tackle calls timeout because I can't hear him.
Wait, what's AJ? No. AJ, what's your favorite go-to call though? If you couldn't hear, what's your favorite go-to call?
I don't know. It's a little double A-gap blitzers.
There you go.
That's most likely to call.
Why is that? Who gets to go?
Well, I'd go first and go ram my skull into the first person and hopefully ricochet into the quarterback.
All right, that's awesome. Thank you for taking us inside a huddle with you, AJ. That was an honor.
Yeah.
God, Hall of Fame nominee. Got a chance to hear it.
I know.
Did you hear that?
Chase had a lot of communication in that one.
That was much different than the offensive.
Well, I couldn't hear a word you were saying. Chase had a lot more projection in his voice. Did you hear him do that? What was your play calls like? Let's say, here we go. Oh, okay.
Yeah, this is the one you want to do.
Are you talking to me?
Yeah, definitely.
Oh. You want a play call?
Yep, need one. Right
I'll
now.
just go old school with you. Well, the other part, too, you got blue right, C left, 2 jet flanker drive, X corner.
Blue right, C left, 2 jet drive, down to the X corner, Brady. Yeah. Okay, let's get another one.
Would you say anything after, Coach? Would you say anything after, like, hey, watch him play in cover 2? Or did you, like, if you had time?
George Pickens is balling right now. Get in the ball.
I'll be honest with you. I mean, every quarterback that, as far as a play entry, like some guys wanted to play, like Brett Favre. Brett was like, hey, tell me to play. You could talk to me all the way up to 15 seconds. He was fine. Now Rich Gannon, because these are the guys I kind of learned with as a quarterback coach and coordinator, is Rich Gannon wanted to play and get the hell off just get out of my ear, because he was gonna talk more, and Aaron was more like Rich. Dak was probably a little more like, so I mean every guy was a little different, and that was really, we called a play caller's purpose. And the play caller in the quarterback room, you spend a ton of time talking about each play call in the game.
I would need the wristband, I think, just kind of getting into the offense. But it's 4th and 8, okay? 4th and 8, 47 seconds left. We have no timeout. We're on our own 32. Okay, I do have George Pickens, and I do have CeeDee Lamb, and I am the quarterback for the Dallas Cowboys. And you need to act as if I am Brett Favre or Dak. Like, I don't mind the reminders here. What would be your play call? 4th and 8 on your own 30, whatever it was. 47 seconds left, no timeout. Got to have it. We're down 4. Okay, we are down 4, need a touchdown, and I like you being chirpy. Okay, so I'm in the huddle, please.
Okay, you got to just go double right, 2-jet, X knife, Z Puma. Just, you want to get in a 2x2, give you an option based off where they're going to tilt the coverage, because you got CD on one side, obviously you got George on the other side. So if George gets the one-on-one, don't forget we call
it the team to play, Pat. You got to tell the offense to play too. He forgot to tell him to play.
We don't have a timeout, Coach. When am I telling them to play?
You got to tell him to play as he's telling you. And
might just give him play. You said chatty, man. I'm
no, I know, thing. But when am I supposed to tell the boys what the hell we're doing?
He's not waiting on you to respond. He's waiting. You got to tell the play. You got to tell the guy.
I already gave you the play.
Yeah, but when am I telling the boys what you're telling me about if George is single right there? So that's
I was explaining the play. Hey. Double right, 2-jet flanker drive, Z Puma. Don't forget about the one-on-one to George. Take the Kodak. Oh, you got it. If not, throw the end breaker.
Got 5-yard penalty. Maybe a 10-second runoff if things already rolling. This is tough stuff.
Right. Oh, my God.
Hey, we need to work on this in the offseason. Yeah. It sounds like I need to be paying a little bit more attention in the offseason. That's insane to think about that right there.
Yeah, but if you know his quarters, you can just throw it deep, baby. You can hit CD or George Pickens. So why not?
We're not getting into that. Yeah. Coach, we appreciate the opportunity there to kind of dive into what your life is on a regular basis. And has been for a long time. That was cool. I got no shot. I think I'm more of a freestyler, Coach.
Sure.
I think I would be doing can't hear.
Yeah. Well, we've seen that before.
Yeah, I think that happens a lot. I think some of the quarterbacks that have actually done it have come on this show and go like, other guys, things like they say it's not working, it doesn't work. Mine actually go out every single time I do that. It's like, yeah, sounds like that's what everybody says. Yeah.